Hey folks, welcome on back. My name is Todd Dowell and this is video number 2 in the series where I'm teaching you guys how to build a branded store using the Shopify platform for the e-commerce niche. Now, many of you have been looking at different Shopify videos and a lot of people do have a lot of value out there in the marketplace, but one thing that I seen in the marketplace that was a big void was it's not a whole lot of tutorials showing you exactly how to set up things, and especially for the beginners out there, just trying to get started. There's a lot of information that's missing. So I've been out here in Thailand since January, and one of the great things about having a store or having a successful business is that it allows you to have a lot more time freedom for you to enjoy life a lot more. And so one of the things I do enjoy is actually creating tutorials for individuals like yourself that's just looking for a step-by-step guide to get them to where they need to be. And I have video number 1 if you're hopping on this video, and this is video number 2 in the series. Just head on over to video number 1, and I explained to you exactly what I've been doing out in the marketplace, what credibility I have. I've actually helped students hit $1 million months, and then also $1 million in 6 months using the same exact tactics that I'm going to be sharing with you throughout this entire series. And so that's my credibility. I've had over 200 plus students. Some have made 6 figures in a month, some have made 6-figure years, and then individuals, like I said before, have made $1 million in a month, $1 million in 6 months, $1 million in 8 months. And so today what I'm going to be sharing with you is how to set up your payment gateways, and also buying a domain and connecting it to your store. Now, buying a domain for your store is extremely important, especially if you're looking to build a brand that lasts long term, and if you're looking to sell your store in the future for like a lump sum of profits, okay? And so you want to own the domain. You don't want to have your Shopify sitting on Shopify.com. You want to own the domain and have your store and every page on your store connected to that domain. So I'm going to show you in the training how to do that, and also set up your payment gateways such as PayPal and also Stripe is the two different payment gateways that we use, and also we've been able to process millions of dollars through those 2 payment gateways. So with all that being said, folks, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day, but more importantly, I'm gonna hop on over to the computer and I'm gonna share with you how to set up everything here live on the screen. Alright, so we've arrived on desktop, and what you're gonna do right now in order to set up your payment processor is you need to go over to settings over here on the left hand side, and the way that you do that is obviously you got to go to your main menu screen, hit settings. Once you arrive on this page, there should be an option that says payment providers. Go ahead and hit that tab, and once you hit that tab, you're going to arrive on a page that looks exactly like this. Now yours should say Shopify payments. If I just continue, let's see. Yeah, yours should look exactly like this. Now, what I do every single time that I use or accept a new Shopify store is I disable the Shopify payments. And the reason why is because it seems like after a day or 2 days or a week or 2 weeks, what happens is my Shopify payments become disabled, and then I can't take any Stripe payments coming in. So what I've been doing ever since then, and ever since I've been coming across that problem, and multiple students of mine have been coming across that problem, is I disable it, and I actually just use straight on. Now, if you can see these words, it says Shopify payments powered by Stripe. So Stripe is in communication and has a relationship with Stripe, and so you're actually getting an account through Shopify, but at the same time it's actually a Stripe account. So I go past Shopify and actually go and set up a Stripe account. Then I won't have those issues with the 20% rolling reserve. And Stripe's way more lenient if you're going and developing your own relationship with them versus going through Shopify, because Shopify is trying to save their back, making sure that you're, even though you may be running your store properly and you're doing everything to prevent chargebacks and different things like that, Shopify just again will reserve your account a whole lot quicker if you versus you going straight through Stripe. So what I do is I'm going to deactivate this account. You hit edit, deactivate, and I'm gonna show the workaround. I'm gonna show you guys the workaround because let's see, deactivate here. I'm gonna show you guys the workaround because if you go and try to select another provider and you try to find Stripe, you're not going to see the option, okay? You're not gonna see the option to select Stripe, see? These are all the other payment processors or ways that you can collect payments through your Shopify store, but as you can see, there's no other way of selecting Stripe. So another way around that, and even if you go a third-party collector and you go through here, it's just not there, right? Stripe is just not here. It's not out of there. So what I do is, and what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go to back to settings. Then you have to go to general. You're gonna have to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And I need to change this anyways. United States. Central. Central time. Okay. That will work for me. All right. So so now down here, you're gonna want to change the currency. You're gonna change it to. You can use United Kingdom pounds. Hit save. Okay, this is like a little hack to get around Shopify payments. And then you're gonna go back to settings. You're gonna go straight to payment providers. So after you deactivate Shopify payments, it's going to look exactly like this. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to hit select provider, and right at the top it's going to say Stripe. Okay, just the recommended for your store. You're going to select that. And then next you're going to activate and go through the process step by step on what they ask you to do in order to set up your Stripe account. And again, Stripe, we've processed millions of dollars through Stripe alone, and a lot of my students after a while do not use PayPal anymore because it's just not good to use if you're doing volume, if you're using PayPal. Okay, but you can have it on there just to start. You know, some of you want to have instant access to your money. I believe like Stripe, it takes a while for your money to hit your account, but you know it's well worth it because it's stable. You know, it's something that we use consistently. So I'll go through this. I'm gonna go ahead and set up this here on your end. Go ahead and do the same thing. And once we get done with setting up this. PayPal is extremely easy. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we're going to head on over to setting up your domain. I almost forgot that you need to make sure that you change your currency back, because in the process of setting this up, you know, we went over and changed our currency over to British pounds, and obviously I'm in the U.S. If you're in the U.K., then you have nothing to worry about. But I live in the U.S., so you know, that's where my business is based out of. So what you need to do is go over to settings and then go over to general again. Scroll all the way down and go to currencies and change it back to your currency that that your business resides in. Even though I'm in Thailand, I still base my business in the US because I'm taxed on US dollars, and all my income comes in through US dollars. So anyways, going back over to payer providers, and we're going to go through the process of setting up PayPal. All right, so in order to set up PayPal, all you got to do is hit edit, deactivate, because it's going to use the email address that you signed up with to activate your Shopify store. Then go ahead and hit deactivate. Now you're going to go select PayPal method, PayPal Express. You're going to hit activate. It's going to bring up a little box right here. And all you literally have to do is just go ahead and sign in. Okay, so that's all you're going to have to do is sign in. So I'm not going to activate my PayPal. I don't like using PayPal with my stores, especially if I'm looking to scale. So I'm going to stick with just having the Stripe set up. So the next thing you're going to want to do to set up your domain, okay, and actually the last thing you're going to do in this video is go to settings, or actually go to online store, click on domains, buy new domain, type in the domain you want, which is going to be the name of your store. Buy the domain. So I'm going to go click on domains again. Connected. Manage. Sales. Okay. Everything looks good so far. Enable redirection. Are you sure you want to? Yes. Okay, that's just ensuring that now whenever you go to your site, richcosmetics.com, that it's going to forward over to your domain. So that's what it's done. And literally, what we're going to do is we're going to move over to the next step of this process. I look forward to sharing with you the next thing that you need to do for your store to make sure everything is running smoothly. So I think everything is running properly. So it may take a while to redirect all your links and everything over from your site, but rest assured it's going to be done. And again, I'll look forward to chatting with you in the next video. We're going to be sharing with you how to, how to move forward. What's the next step after this to setting up your store? So With all this being said, I look forward to, again, helping you guys further your Shopify store and really get some results.